What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns here, welcoming you to the fourth installment of Tips, my weekly series, giving you advice and pointers how you, the brand new gamer to Grand Theft Auto Online, can get better, can survive and thrive playing Grand Theft Auto Online, whether it is on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, last-gen consoles, or PC coming up in 2015. First off, I highly recommend you go back and watch my other 3 episodes, Tips 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 for more information. Now, the first thing I would recommend is, of course, joining the social club and set up your account because you get a lot of cool options that I mentioned in previous episodes. And I'll talk about a few of those again. Now, the second advice I would give you real quick is to make friends, not enemies. That's right, join a crew. I would recommend the Crow Club or any other crew out there that your friends happen to be a member of. Join it, and of course, don't be afraid to ask your friends and crewmates for mission invites in order to help get you some rank and, of course, some money in your bank account. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started with Tips 4.0. And what we're going to do here in this episode is something a little different. For one thing, I'm not using Cynthia, my secondary character, which has been the hostess of the Tips series so far. She'll be back in Tips 5.0. Who I'm going with this time is my brand new character, GB, on the PlayStation 4. Now, I will explain why I'm doing this throughout the episode. Now, the other 2 characters I have, Janine, my primary character, and Cynthia, they're both linked to the same account over on the Xbox One, which I transferred over from the PlayStation 360. They got all the money, they got cars each, they all got properties, weapons, etc. They're fine, they're doing great. But, unfortunately, you're only allowed to transfer over one set of characters from one console. I couldn't break them up and send them to 2 separate consoles. I had to keep them together. So, in order to play with my friends, my viewers, my subscribers on the PlayStation 4, I had to create a brand new character. But this gave me a great opportunity to kind of sort of walk through the process and the steps with you on how to make it through the first couple ranks, because it can be kind of intimidating because the map's huge, there's a lot to do, you have no idea where to start, and right now you're not getting any contact mission jobs from Gerald, Simeon, or Lamar. That'll come when you hit rank 5, but for now you got to earn rank and money by other means. Now let's talk about how you earn some money. First off, you got to do some races. Our death matches, our captures, our LTSs, those are available, blue icons throughout the map. Plus you can go to the start screen and go to jobs and go to races, death matches, captures, LTS like I mentioned, and just start one. And what's really cool is you can do races by yourself. The others you have to have other people to play with. But if you can't find anybody to play with, if you don't have any friends or crewmates online, and you just want to rank up and earn some money and get better at racing, perfect. Just drop into a race like Criminal Records. Do it for like 5 laps, then do another race, then just keep doing it till you rank up, and you finally make it to rank 5. But before then, you can do solo races, or you can do the other things I've mentioned, like the death matches, captures, LTS, via your iFruit phone. So pull up your iFruit phone, go to Quick Jobs, and just pick random race, random death match, capture, LTS, and it will throw you into a random race, capture, LTS, or a deathmatch. Don't be afraid to try out all 4 separate jobs, races, death matches, captures, and LTS, and see which ones you like the most, and just keep doing them till you rank up to level 5 or higher, because more missions unlock as you rank up higher and higher up the ladder in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, obviously, like we talked about a moment ago, you're thrown into the game with nothing but the clothes on your back, a couple $1,000s, and a pistol. So you need a few items, right? And you don't have any money to spend. You don't have that $500,000 because you didn't pre-order the game, or you're getting screwed over by some company who wouldn't send you your money, even though you pre-ordered it. Besides the point. So you're starting at the bottom, basically. You need some free weapons. Now, fortunately, if you took my advice and you got a Rockstar social account and you linked it to your PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, you should be good to go. So head on down to Ammunition. There's a couple of free weapons like the sawed-off shotgun, the hammer, and of course the 50 caliber pistol, all of which are free. And that 50 caliber pistol is a little bit better than the standard pistol that you're given at the beginning of the game. There's also some free clothing options for you to pick out at the local stores when it comes to tops, pants, hats, shoes, and accessories. Now, what I would recommend first is during the character creator screen, after you're done tweaking your character's facial features and appearances, go to apparel and look through the wardrobe section and find a pair of clothing that you wouldn't mind wearing for a while before you rank up and you earn some serious RP, because there's definitely some really nice threads in the apparel section in the updated character creator for you to choose from. So pick out what you want and go with that whenever you officially save and launch your character into Grand Theft Auto Online. But like I mentioned, there's also some free clothing items at the store. You just have to walk around the store, browse through everything, see what's free and what's not free, and eventually, when you rank up higher and you earn more money, you're going to be able to unlock newer and nicer clothing options for you to purchase down the road. Now, several things you can do besides racing, death matches, captures, and LTS to earn money is, of course, stealing cars and selling them at LSC, Los Santos Customs. I talked about this last week, and I even listed several vehicles to choose from that will get you some really quick cash, ranging from $6,500 a pop all the way up to $9,500, depending on the vehicle you steal and sell. But unfortunately, you can only do this once every 48 minutes. Now, you can also rob convenience stores, but you'll get at least a 2-star wanted level, eventually a 3-star wanted level, and after you're done robbing the clerk, jump in your ride, and of course, head to the hills. Okay, so we forgot to mention the ride. Alright, so you need a vehicle, but you don't have one, and as I talked about in previous episodes, recommending the Elegy, which is a Rockstar Social Club perk you get, this really awesome little sports car, you can't get it because you currently do not have a piece of property. You don't even have one of the cheap garages. But you still require a vehicle, a car, a ride, a whip to get around in. Now, there's vehicles driving around town in San Andreas that you cannot do anything with. You can steal them, you can drive them around for a few seconds, but you won't keep them. They'll despawn eventually. You can't sell them at Los Santos Customs, and if you have a property, you can't put them in your garage. However, the list I just mentioned a moment ago that you can get quick cash for, ranging from $6,500 to $9,500, all those vehicles that I mentioned, you can actually keep. Now all you got to do is, once you steal a vehicle that you want to drive around in for a while until you rank up high enough to buy a garage and get the Elegy, is simply go to Los Santos Customs and of course put a tracker and loss prevention on it. Or at least just put the tracker if you don't mind having the car blown up and never getting it back. But if you end up in a public lobby, people will kill you and they will blow up your car. And if you kind of like your car, your Felon GT, your Baller, your Gauntlet, whatever you ended up getting, you may want to add loss prevention as well, but it does cost a few bucks. Now, some of the vehicles I would recommend off hat, SUVs, the Baller's really cool. There's two versions, a newer version and a more classic version. The Dubster, and of course the Cavalcade. In the muscle car section, there's some really sweet free muscle cars driving around. The Gauntlet, the Dominator, the Sabre, and of course the Phoenix. And in the coupe section, the most expensive vehicle you can sell at Los Santos Custom, the Felon GT, the Oracle, the Zion Cabrero, and a few more. So now you have a few weapons on you, you have some clothing, you're starting to get some money in your pocket, and you have a ride to get around in on missions and whatnot. You're ranking up a little bit, earning money. Hopefully you got friends and crewmates helping you, because that'll help you rank up and earn more money a lot faster. And then eventually you're going to get to rank 5, which means Gerald, Simeon, and Lamar will start calling you up, texting you for missions. And I would recommend first trying them on hard, and because that pays you more money in RP. And even if you fail, you still get a little bit of money and some RP. But if you do fail the mission and you were playing it by yourself, and some of these you can actually do by yourself, simply exit back to the voting screen, then click back down in the bottom left hand corner, replay, and then just set it to normal and then try again. If hard was too difficult for you, set it to normal, and eventually once you feel like you're getting the hang of playing Grand Theft Auto Online, then you can start doing the missions on a harder ranking. But there's no shame in playing missions set on normal, especially if you're new to the game. You still got a very low ranked character. Just play at the level you feel comfortable at, and eventually you're going to rank up, you're going to get better, you're going to be able to buy more weapons, you're going to be able to buy better armor, and you're going to gain more experience, and you're going to get way better at playing, and you'll be able to easily do hard missions. So as you start to build up your bank account from $2,000 to $3,000 to higher and higher digits, and you're getting close to $100,000, there are a few items you should also consider purchasing. I would get a rifle. Fortunately, there's a couple of unlocked DLC rifles at the gun store, the bullpup rifle, and of course the special carbine. I would look at both of them, look at their stats, and decide which one you want to purchase. And there's also other little accessories that you get for each weapon, which does come with a pretty steep price tag, especially when you don't have that much money. So I'd only buy one of each. I'd either buy the bullpup rifle or the special carbine. I wouldn't buy both. And there's a few other weapons up in the ammunition section that are DLC weapons already unlocked that you could purchase as well, but you got to be smart with your money. You got to spend wisely. And at the moment, the only two other weapons you need is a rifle, and eventually an SMG will unlock for you to purchase as well. All right, so you've earned more money, you got yourself a nice rifle, you got the SMG if you desire to get that weapon, and you're ready to buy a piece of property. You got a few bucks in the bank account, still not a ton of money, not enough to buy a low-end house with a 6-car garage, let alone one of those high-rise apartments with a 10-car garage. By the way, you can own up to 2 properties currently. Hopefully somewhere down the road Rockstar will make it to where we can own more. But anyways, you can now purchase a very, very low-end garage. Now, I would recommend one down in South Los Santos for $29,500. It's a 2-car garage, and you can have up to 2 vehicles in it. And once you purchase that garage, you unlock the mechanic, which will send you your vehicle. Say you're on the other side of the map and your car is somewhere else entirely. You can call up the mechanic, or you can go into the inventory screen and click request vehicle, and your vehicle will be sent to you. Now, the other thing you're obviously going to be able to do once you have a garage is go to Legendary Motorsports on your iFruit phone and get the LG sports car, which is free because it's one of the Rockstar Social Club perks, and it's a very fun little sports car, and it has a lot of great customization features for you to purchase with that ride. Once you have the elegy, you can either sell your other vehicle at Los Santos Customs, or you can just keep it as a secondary vehicle in your garage and sell when you eventually can afford to buy something else down the road. Alright, so the final tip is the settings section, which has been vastly improved in Grand Theft Auto Online on Next Gen. You can do a lot of different things. You can change your control setup. Say you're coming in from a first-person shooter like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny, Borderlands, etc., and you'd rather have the controller set up to more your liking, well, you're going to be able to do so in the control section. And of course, you can change the field of view, the aiming, and more, all of that in your settings section in Grand Theft Auto Online. And just remember, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto Online, just like with most MMO type games, it's at its best and most fun when you're playing with others, like your friends and your crewmates. And though it may seem very, very intimidating at the beginning of the game, when you're just a low-ranking guy running around the street, a thug with nothing, eventually, if you keep playing, you're going to rank up, you're going to unlock more items, you're going to earn more money, and you're going to be able to purchase more vehicles, more weapons, and of course, bigger and nicer properties. And thus concludes Tips 4.0. If you found the information informative, hit the like button. And as always, for all my viewers, subscribers, and fans out there that are veterans to Grand Theft Auto Online, if you have any additional tips, pointers, and advice to add, feel free and list it below in the comment section. And you can check out my channel for daily content 7 days a week worth of awesome stuff. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button because it really does help my gaming channel grow. You can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, both linked in the description section. Have a great weekend, and as always, thanks for watching.